Hey everyone, Sukkumi here and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about challenges. I thought it would be the perfect opportunity since I'm currently participating in the Inktober. Challenges can be, as the name is telling us, challenging. So why do I want this? Isn't it stressful? Yes it is, but keep in mind that it has a lot of benefits and I will explain every one of them which comes to my mind. There's a variety of challenges for the art world out there. Some of them are bound by a month, like the Inktober and the November. Others shall be taken by any time you like. There's the 3 marker challenge or sketchbook slam challenge, where you're about to fill a 600-page sketchbook in a month. And believe me, there are like 1,000 more. When it comes to choosing a challenge, you should keep in mind what you want to achieve. A challenge is a very personal thing to do, so you can use it to improve your drawing skills. Let me give you an example. You think that something is off with your coloring, it looks dull and somehow you're always using the same colors? Why don't you try the 3 marker challenge? It will help you to explore the colors and how they work together. And you are challenged to use colors you would have never used otherwise. Or you would choose a motif you would have never drawn to make those 3 colors fit. Challenges are an amazing way to step over your own limitations and get to know areas you would never give a try on your own. But let's get personal. Why do I take the Inktober challenge? And why don't I follow a prompt list? Let's get to the most obvious part first. I want to get better at inking and line work. Since I was not very confident in either traditional nor digital line art, I decided to use the Inktober to practice both of them. That was the initial spirit of the Inktober anyways, wasn't it? I decided to also include digital line art as well. It is something to adjust the challenge to my personal preferences. I'm used to paint digitally, so practicing line art sounded like an awesome idea. When drawing traditional, I often feel like I do not want to get all the materials together to start a huge drawing. Besides, I could just go digital. So I often decide, even though I love drawing traditional, to just go digital instead. So the Inktober was, for me, mainly to challenge me to draw much more traditional. But I will talk about adjusting challenges to your own needs later. The second reason was that I'm usually drawing about 1 to 3 times a week. It's just something I want to be comfortable with, and when I draw I'm usually focusing on 1 or 2 pieces at one time. So I want them to be as perfect as I can draw them. So I use the time to focus on it on separate days to spot off-looking parts, or just because I wasn't able to finish in one drawing session. This drives me crazy and I'm more likely to not finish one drawing in a week at all. The Inktober isn't meant to make perfect art, but art on a daily basis. This is something you can benefit from since you have so much faster a finished picture. And I always love the feeling when I finish the picture. So if you are not sure if you should start a challenge or not, I still got something to tell you. So if you are like me and your motivation swells from drawing to playing video games and turns around to studying while panicking and then deciding to eat something anyways because you don't know what to draw and studying isn't what you really wanted to do right now anyway, even if you probably should study, and you kinda want to draw more than playing a game but you just don't know what, so you go back to playing video games. Challenges are motivational. You know you got a drawing test you need to do, and if you do not know what to draw, there are prompts there for the Inktober. Or you could just make your own. It doesn't matter. Or do it like me and just go with the flow, because I don't know. I feel like making lists prevent me from being creative. But for the most times they work. I promise they're motivational. So just go challenge yourself. And this has another great side effect. When you are having an art block, it can be helpful to just force yourself to draw. Of course, there are other ways, but you should try it if this isn't something for you to fight that nasty art block. And let's go to the next one. You will definitely find an improvement of your drawing skills by the end. Maybe your style haven't changed, nor the proportions got better, but things will definitely be easier and faster to draw. If you are lucky, you may even learn something from every picture you drew. And if this gets you motivated to draw more, you should try the Sketchbook Slam Challenge. It has the same idea, drawing every day to improve. But you are even more challenged to draw every day, since one sketch a day won't do it there. But keep in mind, those daily drawing challenges are absolutely not about perfection. It is most likely your first try on a topic. That's why you should stay relaxed. Finished, not perfect. For me personally, another motivational factor is that I can see how other artists are taking the challenge. When they can, I can do it too. I love to see what others draw and how much interaction there is between the artists when taking a challenge. We are all in the same boat. You are getting inspired by other artists and your drawings will definitely inspire other artists as well. Well, if you decide to share them. And now something you should keep in mind. Adjusting challenges to your own needs and failing challenges. Those 2 things are very important. Let's start with adjusting challenges. When you start a challenge and it gets stressy or you feel like it gets too much, you should definitely first keep in mind that you can adjust your challenge. Take Inktober every second day. Why don't you free yourself from a prompt list? Why not taking a prompt list? Always keep the spirit of the challenge in mind. The Inktober started from Jake Parker to improve his ink work and create art more often. Why not trying it with digital media? There's also line works to improve. If you think it's only okay to take a challenge just as it was written down, that's fine and that is how you want to get on it. But keep in mind that there are other people who want to have fun taking a challenge and participate in an event even though they can't do it the exact way it was intended to be. It is a challenge and not a competition. When you decide to use the Inktober to draw daily, but you kinda do not want to use the ink, why don't you go instead to the Sketchbook Slab Challenge? You do not have to fill the full 600 sides. Short them down to 300 or 150. You will be sketching daily and the spirit of the challenge is still there. If your vision of a challenge doesn't fit the current ones, why don't you start your own challenge? It makes me sad that there are people who cannot accept that adjusting challenges is helpful for people to maintain the fun and excitement the challenge shall include. If you do not like them, that's totally okay, just don't ruin the fun for others. Why this is such a personal topic for me is that I have a friend. About 2 years ago I tagged her in a challenge to draw a picture of the mouse in 5 minutes. It was obviously normal to be done digitally. And then, a week later or something, she shyly said, "I don't think I can do the challenge. I don't have a computer." Of course I said she can do it traditional, just change to left-handed challenge. But there is this block in a lot of people to adjust challenges, even when the changes are so minor that it's not relevant to, and here I say it again, the spirit of the challenge. And now the last point, failing. If you're taking a challenge, you obviously want to keep up till the end. And that is what should be motivating you. But it's totally fine to stop. When you feel like it's too much and the stress outbalances the fun, you should stop. Don't force yourself if you just can't. That's fine. The Inktober contains a lot of small pictures. None of them should be as important to you as a piece you put your heart into. So just let it go. That's it for today. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and if you think that I missed some points, make sure to let me know. Until then, bye!